Okay. Let's get into this, bro.
Oh, shit.
Let's get into this, man. Verso.
Should we call up Justin? Put him on speakerphone?
Well, I'll call him right. I'll call his ass right now, bro. No, but so for people that don't know, we have another show, Nightclub Experience. It's kind of a round table. We review video parts. Of course, Mark Suciu's video part comes out. Verso, we were reviewing it. At the end, Eldridge is like, you know what? I didn't like his last trick. 50-50. I ain't going to end his last trick with a 50-50. The blowback he got was just incredible, right? Because I don't even think I realized it at the time. I mean, a lot of people did, but the way that you laid this video out was like the first trick and the last trick. Please explain to the people how you conceptualized this video part.
Yeah, what I thought was funny was like, so I made it in a certain way with like a pattern that was hard to see when you watch it just once.
Yes.
But when you see the last trick, it's so not what you expect that it, like, that's kind of why I made it that way. It's like you watch it and you're like, what the fuck? Why was that there? Like, and that's what gets you thinking to make you look at it. Otherwise, you wouldn't look at it deeply.
And I don't think we looked at it that, because we review videos here, but we'll you know, I don't know if sometimes we have that much time to watch it multiple times. We watch it once.
And you're watching a lot of stuff.
We watch a lot of stuff. So yeah, Eldridge commented
but what was so great about it was like, that was exactly what I was looking for.
Okay.
Like I needed that.
Right.
But he was like, that needed to be part of the process of watching. You needed to be like, what the fuck? Like, why was it like that? And then maybe like put more thought, or like somebody else says something. I don't know. You don't have to do any of this. Like you could just fucking.
Well, a lot of people don't watch video parts like that.
Yeah.
They don't see like, this part was
For
put
sure.
together like this, and he was
Definitely.
thinking, this
But
is
so
what he
the
was
fact
meaning.
that Justin was just like completely embodied that one part of the response to me was like amazing.
Oh, so you liked it. You
Yeah,
liked it.
for sure.
Because he got a lot of DMs. And of course, we got stuff in the comments of the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Like,
And
dude, this dude, he started off with this and he ended with this. You got to think about this. Called Verso. Like,
And
you
I
know, it's pretty
loved
funny.
I loved Chris Cole's response too. Now, Justin, what you meant was, what you could say is you liked the whole thing. Your one positive criticism might be that he could end on a stronger trick.
Yeah. But I thought it was like,
You could have put it into perspective.
Yeah, I was like, Justin, did you see the trick he did before that? It was a trick that's never been done before, ever.
Right.
Like, you forgot that part, dude.
Yeah, but that makes you gotta go back and watch. Like, he had so many better tricks. Like this trick, this trick, this trick. Why did he end with that?
Yeah. So you doing that. Okay, I guess my question is, did you know that trick was going to be your last trick and you wanted to get that 50-50 after that? Or did it work out that way where you're like, wow, I can actually end it with this?
No, yeah. So that was the whole thing. It was like, I wasn't working on a project. I was just doing like demos for Adidas. It was like 2017. And at some of those skate parks, I had done some tricks that I was really stoked on. And they were just at skate parks, and I would write them down on my phone so I wouldn't forget, like, film this, you know? And then after like 4 of those tricks, I started realizing that they're kind of like pretzel flip-in tricks. And I'm like, oh, like, you know, bored on a plane, stuck in the window seat. Just my mind is going.
Yeah.
Trying to read a book or something, but just thinking about, like, oh, what if, how would those go well together? Like, what other tricks could I do? And then on that flight, I just had this fucking thing that looks a lot like the video part, the last section of the video part.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Where it was like 7 lines, 2 tricks in each one, and then they all kind of correspond in their own way. And the first trick's the last trick, and then
Right.
the second and the 13th are like kind of inverted.
That's insane.
Yes, it was just like kind of a little puzzle piece that I was putting together, like doing a little Rubik's Cube just because I was bored as fuck on this flight, you know? And I was, I don't know why I thought of doing an easy trick second, but it sounded like a funny thing to do and it hadn't been done. So I was like, all right, fuck it.
I love it.
So I needed to do that 50-50. I needed to find a spot.
Okay, so that
but stressed out if you didn't land the 50.
That's what everybody says. Yeah, that would have been the worst. But
that's what I'm saying.
I made
like
it was first track.
It's like, for me, it was first track.
Hey, but you know what? The like in the video part, when I take that push, the very last frame, you can't use any other frame. Like if you go one frame further, I've fallen off my board. Because I pushed into this huge crack. I was trying so hard to keep the board with me, but I pushed into this crack that was at an angle, and it took my board from me, and I couldn't do anything.
So they had to cut it right before that.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's almost like you know doing this, you know, conceptualizing this. It almost like it put more pressure on
Way
on
more.
yourself.
I tried that trick for like 2 years.
Wow.
That line, like you. So to answer my question, you knew that was going to be your last clip.
It had to be. Yeah, and then
Okay.
I thought I couldn't do it. Like I thought my body would just not do that shit. And
You put
Wait,
yourself...
wait. Before you did the nollie back 180. Wait, what's the last?
what's the trick? It's a nollie back heel to switch frontside 5-0.
Okay,
Backside 180 out.
Backside 180 out.
It's like a nollie heel back nose blunt, but you turn a little bit more.
Right, and then the 50-50 after.
Yeah.
Right. So you were 2 years.
Yeah, and I would say that I was trying it the most that last summer. I probably tried it like 15 times last summer. And some of the worst day was like 6 hours long of trying it straight.
And you tried just at that
I
spot?
didn't make it that day. Yeah. Yeah.
At the Linux ledges?
Just there. No, at first I started trying. I tried 3 times at the Plaza Congresos
Okay.
in Madrid because that is a good spot for a backside than frontside since the ledges are in different places.
Okay.
But that one was downhill and had a crack in the ledge. Dude, I ate a lot of shit.
I bet.
I thought I broke my wrist. I fucked up my foot really bad.
I'm sorry,
I
you
was
put
slamming
2
so
years
hard.
of trying that trick, and then you finally land it, and then you're like, I have to do this 50-50 on the ledge.
I blacked out, and all of a sudden I'm doing something that I've always done, 50 a curb, you know? Like
I know,
I
It's just
blacked
so
out and
funny.
I couldn't think. It was just like happening.
It's just like the
no
most
thought.
basic trick, right?
still-
But it's like almost like, oh my God, here I go.
There was no thought. It was, oh my God, did that just fucking happen? Am I alive?
That's amazing.
Because I tried for 6 hours
Right.
one of those days, and I fucked up my back, and I couldn't skate for 2 weeks.
Wait a minute. What point in time was this? Was this? I mean, this was during the filming of it, or
This was
like after? Like
It was like right before the premiere.
Oh, wow.
The premiere was in July, I think.
so if you didn't even get that trick and that line, the whole video wouldn't make sense. I mean,
Wouldn't have
some
made
of
any sense. Yeah, we were
That's
just
some pressure, bro.
yeah.
we were just gonna take out the entire last part, that last section.
Oh, really?
And then it was gonna have this name, Verso, and it like would have just been a cool name and whatever.
And it would have meant anything.
If I ever did that trick, I would have released it as a single thing, a couple years down the road whenever I landed it.
Wow.
Just like a short.
So you had plans if you didn't land it.
Yeah, because we had these 2 premieres. Like I tried as hard as I could for 6 hours straight one time.
Oh my God, bro.
Right before one of those premieres, and I didn't do it, and I fucked up my back, couldn't skate for a while, and it was July, and then I made it in September, and the release date was October. So it was like the very last day I could do it. But
Did you fuck up your back while falling on it, or because you twisted it so much?
I think because I was twisting it, but just like skating so much that like 6 hours straight,
Yeah.
straining my back. But the day that I made it was 5 tries.
Shut the.
The
Wait a
fifth-
minute. You
fifth
turn the
try.
You get warmed up. You just you do it.
I was fucking doing it that day.
Did you skate anywhere before that?
No.
You just went straight to there.
Yeah, I just warmed up, did a nollie backside 180 fakie nose around revert,
Okay.
just the thing without the heel flip. And then I just went for it. But I had like the amount of preparation and like the feeling of certainty that I was going to do this is like I've never felt that. It was just like the stars aligning. But I saw everything, like I knew, I don't know, there were a lot of steps.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of just fortuitous circumstances that happened to me where I realized that the universe was fucking speaking to me. And I knew that I was going to do it in the morning.
You ate your Wheaties that morning. Bro.
I know. Yeah.
You're ready.
That's insane though, because like you said, you never had that feeling or had that feeling ever since.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
But I mean, I've never been put in a position like that before.
This is true. This is true. It's like fight or flight situation almost. I mean, you got to do it.
A
You had
position
one
that
last
you
shot
put
to do
yourself
so,
into.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
It
yeah,
was-
of course, but
Yeah, it's real. I mean, it's the only time I've experienced something like that, and it was a lot for me. So I don't know if fight or flight, because I've felt fight or flight a lot of times.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I think fight or flight is the reason why you can't remember tricks when you do them, because you're like in this really intense, like you're scared, like you're grinding a big ass rail. Like, can you really remember it? No, because you're like fighting with this thing, and memory is not what you're supposed to be doing at that point.
True. I see
You're
that.
supposed to be like in the moment, and I think it's something totally different. This was just like me coming to terms with the fucking stakes of my life.
Like, this is going to work right now.
But you almost had like a premonition the night before, right? You said,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
tomorrow's the day. In 5 tries.
Yeah, several things. Yeah.
For video parts, I mean, what was it? 3 song part, or was it more?
Yeah, I think it's 4 songs.
4 songs.
songs.
See,
Let's go. You beat MJ's record.
yeah, you beat MJ's record. What? Why most skaters, if they have that much footage, I feel like, oh, I'm gonna put this over time
gonna
and
spread this out.
I have 3. I had basically 4 songs, is basically 4 video parts.
Well, there were transitional songs too.
Okay.
It's like 2 songs with a transitional song, and then the last conceptual little section.
Right.
You really wanted all this footage together, like you did not
The
want to spread
thing,
it over.
it was a whole. So it was like, I felt like I liked. In the video parts I had put out before, I liked Cross Continental, and that was its thing. And I liked the one when I turned pro. What's it called? Search the Horizon.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was just too long, and it had too many of the same tricks or something. It just like wasn't. It wasn't. We didn't edit it well enough.
Okay.
So that was the thing. It was like, all right, that was a solid part, but I want to just do that same kind of thing, like a big part. That was a 3-song part. Like, do something like that, but just edit it better and like have more like perfection to if you can muster it.
Sure.
So we started off there.
Okay.
I thought that part was 11 minutes long. So I was like, we'll aim for that ballpark, or like get 11 minutes and then cut it down. But that part was only like 6 minutes long. So, and I never like went back and watched it.
Okay.
So we had 11 minutes, and we cut it down, and then we just had a lot more time to film. And then it just like, maybe we had 10 minutes, and it started growing a little bit when we went to edit it. Like, oh, we need a little bit more footage here or there.
Right.
And so then it's however long it is, 11 and a half or something.
Did you, which is I've never had my whole career, I've never had 11 minutes of footage.
Just doesn't say that.
Yeah.
Like, thinking about it, I'm like,
together.
man, I probably have about 15 minutes in my whole career. Like,
15, shit. I'm like at like a 9 minutes. But listen, now the process of that, because did you have multiple filmers or one filmer, or was it the?
It was-
Go ahead.
Mainly Justin Albert from the beginning to the end.
Okay.
And then everything in New York was with Matt Schleier.
Got you. So now you're telling these guys your concept, right? Because they kind of
Yeah.
got to be let into
Yeah.
the world of what you want to do.
Justin, definitely, because he edited it.
Okay, so Justin, and did you have a lot of editing? Were you in the editing bay also, trying to
Yeah.
figure out where to put stuff?
He did like all the work. And then there were just some things here and there that I had in mind, you know,
Okay.
like, oh, I feel like that doesn't need to be slow mode. That's not hard enough, you know.
Oh, okay.
And then the end of it, the last section, Justin just wasn't on board.
wait, what do you mean?
The whole Verso section, he
Yeah.
just like thought. I mean, I told him this crazy, weird idea for an ender to a video part where it ends on a 50, and he basically Justin Eldridge me. He's like,
Straight up, huh?
he's
Justin's
like,
thinking alike.
I know.
yeah, he just got nervous. He's like, dude, I really like this video part. I've never put this much work into something, and you're gonna do something that you're not sure that people are gonna fucking get. Like,
Right.
why are we doing this?
Yeah.
I tried to explain it to him, and I think I just wasn't good at explaining the whole thing. Like, now
Okay.
people have made websites where you can see it clearly, and like,
Yeah. But when did you decide you wanted, during the part, when did you decide you wanted to do the Verso thing? Before it started, or like when you had a bunch of footage?
before it started, I think.
Okay.
Well, because you said you were on the plane.
That was
right?
2017. Yeah.
So I didn't know if you already had some footage lined up and you were like, cool, I'm thinking about this part, I want to do this new thing, and then you thought about that. like while you already had this footage going already?
It was like I wanted to do a nice big part after I hadn't had any real footage come out.
Okay.
Hadn't had a solid part since 2016 with the Way Days.
Yep.
And so I'm getting out of school. I want to have like something real good that I could just be stoked on and like, all right, I did that. Now I can go do other stuff.
Gotcha.
And so I wanted to just put out something similar to Search the Horizon, but more selective. And then I had that idea at the same time. And then I kind of took a while probably to try to figure out how they would fit together.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how long did that period of time filming for that video?
It was from the first clip was like I think New Year's Day 2017, and the last one was the last line, which was like September 2019.
Wow,
like 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Wow,
that's amazing.
But I was
man.
still in school when I got that clip at the beginning of 2017, and we didn't know what we were filming for yet. It was just like another clip.
Right. Yeah, well, congratulations on that,
Thank
bro.
you.
So when you released it, right, did you get the impression that nobody got it? Or were you getting people like, hey, I got that. I know what you were doing there. I see that. Like, how was the reaction?
I felt like it was an awesome reaction. So I knew going into it, like, this is weird as fuck. Like, maybe this is a stupid idea. Like, do skaters need to see this? Like, do I need to put this together in this way?
Well, you can't explain anything either, unless you post an Instagram.
Oh yeah,
thing or something,
I was
It's
not
like,
gonna explain it. That's why I didn't want to do a 9 Club like right after it came out, because I didn't want to be like, oh, this is what.
Yeah,
it's like.
yeah. Let me explain myself.
Let that marinate for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Right.
Now you're here.
Even now, like I'm stoked that people will just watch it and like not really pay attention to it and still send me a DM saying like they love the video.
Right.
You know, like I love that it doesn't have to be seen the way I made it.
Either or, right?
The last part is just a lot of like confusing tech shit that just like flits by really quick, and for some people they don't care about the 50 being the ender. Like it's still a lot of stuff, and they're like, whoa, that was so much shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And whatever, they like the music or something like that. It's just like the overall vibe. Like I love that it could be watched that way. But before I put out the part, I thought maybe this is stupid because I know that such a small percentage of people are going to really see what I'm putting down. Like I don't know if I would have seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm behind the scenes. I know the whole thing.
Yeah.
But like, would I get it? I don't know. But I was thinking like, all right, maybe like 1% of the people who watch it are gonna get it.
Okay.
What I didn't realize was that once that 1% got it, then they would like. It was a riddle to be solved, and then boom,
tell everybody.
it's out, and then everybody knows that there was a riddle, there was an answer, and then it's out there, and people talk about it. I mean, there are obviously some people who are not in like the skate world to that extent, and will just watch this one video on YouTube. But for the skate world, I felt like that was a cool response. I was like, oh shit, I guess not everybody did need to get it.
I'd be nervous or something.
I was very nervous.
You were nervous when you
Yeah.
first released it? Like, oh God, here we go. Like, what if because you don't know what you're going to receive, right?
Yeah, but
I
at
mean,
the
obviously
same-
amazing skateboarding, but
Yeah, at the same time, I was like, this is my best part. Like, I'm putting all my best skating in here. Like, I'm really proud of it, and I know people are going to like it for some
sure,
reason.
absolutely.
If
But
it's
just based
not-
off the standard of not ending how a typical video would end, I think that's actually pretty clever.
It is.
I think it is too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because I do think the last clip when you did that last trick, people were like, "Holy shit!" It really got it. Like it kept climbing, like better
Well,
and better and better.
but
and then at the end, you see the 50, you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
But like, still, that was awesome. It
Yeah,
didn't
'cause
matter.
you gotta trip on the shit that I just did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Part
just
came
like-
out over 2 years ago, and we're
know
still
what I'm
talking about it.
Yeah.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think anyone looks at that last trick and disregards everything that happened before it.
I
Justin
look at-
did.
Justin definitely did.
I think I look at it as a roller coaster ending, and then you're just like coming down. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And you're like slowly stopping. Shh.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what happened.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
true. It's true.
And it's hard to end. Obviously, you end the 50-50, but even ending on a ledge trick doesn't happen too much these days.
Yeah.
Which was really rad to see.
Legender.
Yeah.
So you would say that's your best video part, the one that you're most proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I were going to recreate any of my video parts, like, that's the one I would definitely not want to do.
Sure.
Like,
sure.
yeah.
But you're proud of it because there's a lot of video parts that people come out with and they're like, it's all right.
Yeah.
man, it's
Like,
all right."
I'm not proud of my away days part.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all. Interesting.
Like you were talking with The Time to Shine. It's
Yeah.
like not a good time for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, at least your last video part is something that you can hang your hat on. You're like
Yeah,
stoked
yeah.
on,
I'm stoked.
which is rad.
Yeah.
Until the next project comes.
That's it. That's
I'm
Song-
in it right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Song wise too, going into it, it's all the songs you wanted. You had that prepared too.
Yeah. I mean, Justin suggested a lot. Like, we were going back and forth. It took a long time to figure stuff out. Like,
'Cause-
what would work.
Yeah, because imagine, I've only had video parts where you just use one song, and that's tough enough.
Oh, yeah.
So picking
sure.
4 songs,
Definitely.
Jesus Christ.
amazing.
I mean, we'd worked together, Justin and I, on this is Justin Albert again, not Justin Eldridge. Me and Justin Eldridge just choosing songs.
That'd be amazing.
Justin does love music.
He does.
He would
He
come
does.
through for you for sure.
No doubt.
Yo, dog.
But
this beat.
yeah, Justin and I worked on away days, and we worked on little local videos before that. So like we, and we're really good friends.
Right.
Hang out at his house all the time, sleep over, listening to music. Like,
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's always nice to entrust with somebody.
That you're
You
working
know what I
with
mean?
and
Yeah. Man, well, congrats on that video,
Thank you.
man.
Yeah.
It was amazing, dude. And like I said, we didn't get it at first because we watched it once. And Eldridge, yeah, he got some slack for it, man. He got some slack. People were kind of beating him up a little bit, but
Sorry to hear
It
that.
was before I was here, so I missed
it was funny
I
though.
missed
Oh,
it
it
was
was so
funny.
good.
It was funny.
and it was really actually awesome that Chris Cole was here for that episode.
That
too.
was true.
That
What
was
you might say is you liked everything, but you were wondering about the last trick.
he's someone too. Like, it's really fun to talk skating with him too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
He's
He
so
goes
good
in
with
depth
that.
with it for sure.
Yeah, I love it. Where is that like button? Right? Is it right here or right here?
Just a little scroll coming down the bottom.
It's
Subscribe.
over to
It's on my right?
left.
It's on
No,
my
on your left.
hey,
Yeah,
hit
right
that
there.
button right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, please.
The like button's kind of like in the middle there. It's like we're kind of.
Oh, it's like
there.
right here?
Kind of.
Like
yeah,
right
and
there?
The subscribe's like over to the left.
It's like right over there. All right.